So, literally, joke's on me. I hate myself for this, but you guys can hear the audio in the original video that's on YouTube, The Man Who Fell for It. But unfortunately, in this demonstration of how I did it, you guys can't hear it because I am using this little button to help me record. And this little button. And you know what? It's focusing on listening to me rather than this audio. So you guys can't hear it, but if you've seen the original video, you'll know exactly what it is. So how I made this was this little clip right here. Now this was simply just a GIF that I got from Google Chrome. I simply searched terrifying, went to GIFs, and this was one of the ones that I was willing to accept. Why? Because it certainly fitted into the analog horror genre. And how I got that extra static effect in there in the background is I can go right here to adjustments. There's an option for sharpness right here. I turn down the sharpness. You see that very tiny detail? There's a lot of sharpness right here. And then watch. Blurry. Sharp. See? Now here, for the next one, pay attention to this little alcove right here. We're going to go to saturation. It has no color right now. Color. No color. Color. No color. Color. No color. Color. No color. And with contrast. This one should be pretty self-explanatory. And you get that idea, don't you? Perfect. Then, down here, right beneath it, there's a very old song. This song is almost as old as Big Bad Wolf. It is called A Bowl of Cherries. It's such an old song that it wouldn't give me copyright. Now, again, you can't hear it. Like, listen. I can hear it, but you can't hear shit, can you? Yeah, because this, believe it or not, is the second time I recorded me showing you how I made this entire video. First time I did it, I went through it as if you could hear it because I could. Once I was going to edit that video, I was going to edit the demonstration. But, unfortunately, you guys couldn't hear any of the damn audio in the demonstration, and I just assumed you could. But now that I know you couldn't, I'm going through this as if you can't. But this is called A Bowl of Cherries, this song. I'll provide links for the song in the description, it's great. And what I did was, to make it sound a little bit creepier than it normally is, this top track, they're both the same song, but this top track is the normal song without any editing, except for a split, which I'll show you in a bit. The second layer right beneath it is the exact same song, but this has a voice effect that makes the pitch of the voice low. I have a ton of different voice effects. I have elf, deep, high, low, mic hog, echo, distorted, low battery, chipmunk, robot, electronic, tremble, synth, vinyl, lo-fi, and megaphone 1. And they're all these different sections. And I chose low for the second one, so that way the normal voice and a dark voice would be playing simultaneously to give that creepy vibe. Next is this little glitch scene right here. And how I got this was as you guys can see right here, do you see these little like white blocks with horizontal lines in them, or I guess vertical lines? If I go right here in the center and I hit that split button down at the bottom left corner, it is now split into two different tracks. And if I click on that white block, there's all these different transitions I can do. From overlay to movement to blur to basic to light effect to glitch to distortion, slide, split, mask, MG, and social media. And the one I always chose to use was this one, glitch. These are always the best. I chose to use this one, this little blocks effect right here. And I have an undo button there in case I want to undo anything. And that's what this glitch is. That's why this one looks like a sideways hourglass, because, or a crooked infinitesimal, depending on your perception, but right here, that's how I got this effect. But that means I needed a glitch sound effect to go along with that, or else it would just not have any sound at all. So, right here is the glitch sound effect that you guys will hear in the original video, but again, not here because that recording app is a piece of ass. And here's the second part of it. And you could tell when I've added a voice effect because it'll say low in the top left corner of the audio track. And I simply copy and pasted this exact same clip over and over and over again until I got to the length I needed. Now, this text right here. Oh, and you may be curious like where I got this short little video that's only about 3 seconds. What I did was I simply took, like, there's an option right here for stickers. And you have all of these different pictures. You have all of these. You have arrows and circles. You have all these different vlogging type things. You have Pride Month. You have this little baby symbol right here. Or you have really high quality ones. And I simply took 2 dots, put them right there. They look like donuts. And then I overlaid it with a static effect, which you can get from this option, effects, and video effects. You can add any video effect you want. Where I got this static looking effect was from a place called TV, which is right here. And as you can see right here, you have all these TV effects. For example, if I were to add, like, let's say this one, Betamax, it would look like that. But no, I don't want that. And lastly, how I got this text here, this big old text right here, is I simply, see, you can have the option to add text right here. And this is how I always get my name in all my other videos, right beside my logo in the bottom right corner. I can simply type, anything right there, and it'll give it to me. And I can even add an animation to it, which is how I usually get that glitch effect if you've been eye keen enough to be able to notice it. I always use this one called Color Glitch. But unfortunately, I wanted the text on this video. I wanted the opacity to be really far down, so it'd be a little bit shady. Now, you can't do that. You can't turn down the opacity with normal text in here. You can only do it with videos and images inside this editing software, CapCut. So what I had to do was, here, I'll go show you. I can go to this website. I have been using this website for years, even at school, to use on Google Slides and whatnot, because it's so unbelievably handy, and I will provide links for this website in the description in case you ever want to use it, because I'm about to show you what it does. I can take any text on here I want. For the one that I put in the video, for that text, I use Chrome 1, which is this one right here. And, You can use any of these texts you want, but I'm going to use this one because it was in the original. Chrome 1. But if I click on here, I can type anything in here. Here, I'll type my name. And voila, there you have it. I now have my name in that text without a background. All I have to do is click on it and hit the download button. And I now have that picture. And then all I would have to do is go here, add overlay. And I could simply just add any image I want. In this case, the image I would add would be this text that I've typed and downloaded from that website. So I can download and make any text I want in there. But now that it's an image and not normal text, there is an opacity option, which I have done. No opacity, completely gone. And I can just change the opacity to whatever I want. Yep. And I did that for all this text, but I had to make sure that the timing was correct between each of these different kinds of text to make it sound coherent with how you would actually say this sentence. So, like, it'll say it in order. I love you. Where are you? I want to help you. I have your reward. Oh, and just so you know, this, and by the way, I'm saying all this stuff over again because, yet again, this is the second time I've recorded this damn video. But I have your reward is right here. And that little block between have and your was intentional. I wanted it to look like a creepy glitch. Just know that was not accidental, it was intentional. But maybe it was accidental by this monstrosity inside the video itself. Anyway. So that's what that was. Then right here. Yeah, I had this problem with the last one as well. For some reason, this little clip of audio right here beneath the video, I can click on the audio button down there. It doesn't show like all the other audio clips I've had. Like if I scroll back here, the audio clips show there when I click on the audio button. But for some reason, this one won't show, even though it did while I was making the original. Anyway, this is a sound effect called wedding bells that I simply just grabbed from a free sound effect off of YouTube. And I gave it a low pitch sound effect, which I've shown you to add to the ambiance and make it sound a little more creepy. We will change the world together. But first, we must change you, which is very ominous and disturbing. And right here, this audio clip right here, which again, I can't show you because this recording app is a piece of crap, not CapCut. This little orange fucking button right here. But yeah, this is a witch's laughter, which again, I'll provide links to the sound effects in the description. But this last little part right here, where it gets a little bumpy, that is actually my voice. Because I can, if I go here to audio and hit record right here, tap or press and hold to record. If I hold down on that cyan button there, it will record anything I say in the video. I watch. Wait. Subsequent recording muted. I'm just gonna say this straight up. I better have been talking about the muted on CapCut. You guys better not be muted right now. You guys better be able to still hear me. But yes, I was trying to give you an example, but again, piece of crap. But this little last part is me talking in this audio track, and I gave myself a voice effect to make it sound. Whoops. I gave myself a voice effect to make it sound dark. I chose the sound effect low, as you can see right there in the top left corner. And I also added a little gunshot sound effect. That was intentional. I did that so that it would give the impression that, uh-oh, you killed yourself. I wanted to give the impression that I shot myself with a gun to escape from that monster. And I believe I gave that impression, but I had to elaborate on that by putting this text here so that you would know I didn't kill the monster, I killed myself, and that's what that was supposed to be. You've changed, Hunter. You will be remembered as Hunter Bevers, and I put my name in here that the monster was talking about, and not somebody else's. That way you would know I created this to furthermore represent the fact that I made this to give me credit. The Man Who Fell for It. There's the title. And I am the man who fell for it. And then this little audio track here at the end. You can see how this starts to gradually fade, right? Oh, and also you guys can't hear the static sound effect that comes with all these monster clips I've made, but it is there. You guys can hear in the original if you want to go see. But how I got this little fade animation was I can go here, animation. You can do in animations, out animations for either entering the clip or exiting the clip for in and out, or a combo, which is both simultaneously. For this one, I chose out. I could have done any out out sequence. I could have done this one. I could have done this one. But I didn't want to. I simply wanted a good old fade out. And that means I needed the audio on this last one to fade out as well. So I can click on any of these. And you should see a button right here called Extract Audio. I can take any of these and extract the audio from it. Right there, I have that static effect that all of them have that you can only hear on the original. And I could simply click, well here, I'm not going to do on that one. I can simply click on this, which is this thing's sound, and click fade. There's a fade in option, which I didn't do. There's also a fade out option, which as you can see, I clearly did. Now, here's the important part to pay attention to. You see this little dip in it, this little, how it gets more narrow towards the end? That's it gradually fading out along with the video. So watch. That little, pay attention to this little narrow. See how I can make it more narrow or more broad? Narrow as possible is what I wanted, so that's what I did. So it's narrow. And it starts to gradually fade out. And how you add more clips in CapCut is hitting this little plus button over here, and it'll take you to your gallery, and you can choose to add pictures or video. So that's how that works, and I hope you like this. That was the making of The Man Who Fell for It. Oh, good. It was 18 minutes, the exact same time that the last one was. Now, you guys can go ahead and, I don't know how to provide links for an app, but you guys can go onto Google Play Store and search up CapCut and get CapCut for yourself. It's a very nifty software, but exporting does take a while, like this. There's resolution right here. Yeah, normal definition, uses less space, better for sharing. Standard definition, the resolution for most TikTok videos, or high definition, the ultimate viewing experience, which I always do because, of course, I want the ultimate viewing experience in my own videos. Even if this takes longer, I want that. Frame rate is simply smoother playback, as you all know. I did 60 frames, the highest one available. Code rate, save space, recommended for this video. Better image quality, which I always do. There's this option, which is relatively new, but you can only get shit quality unless you upgrade to Pro, is make this a GIF, or a GIF, depending on however you say it, rather than a video. But I never use that. So yeah, there's that. And then, if you want all of them on highest quality, this is how long it'll take. for this length of a video. It has to get to 100. And you have to keep CapCut open and don't lock your screen. So you have to stay on this screen waiting for it to get to 100. Because if you leave or lock your screen, it'll just stop the exporting and you have to do it all over again. Not the project. It'll save your project as a draft every time you leave CapCut, but you have to start the exporting process over again. And, yeah, you get the idea. But on longer videos, that will take even longer. If it's like a video that's only like 10 seconds, it'll zoom by like none other. You might not even see it exporting. But if it's like a 18-minute video or a 20-minute video, yeah, it's going to take probably an hour or two. But hey, you can change if you want the ultimate viewing experience. Highest resolution, highest frame rate, highest code rate. You need to be patient and wait for it. And if you don't want to be patient and you're in a hurry and you need to get it done quick, you can do it at a lower quality. It just won't look as good. Well, there's that. Links for CapCut. No link for CapCut. Don't know how to do it. But links for the song Bowl of Cherries in the description. And I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I said I was going to add links to the sound effects, but you know what? I'm choosing I don't want to, but I will add a link to the song A Bowl of Cherries in the description. And yeah, look forward to more analog horror. And also all my other playlists like Bugs Are Gonna Bug You, Drunk Videos, Ghost Town, Speed Videos, Reinsurance Bucket, all those. I don't fake any of those either. I do make them. I work my butt off on them. I make them all right here on CapCut. So thank you. No more copyright bullshit. Now that I've shown you how I make them, you can go make yours too. It's a lot easier than using Photoshop. I can promise you that. Maybe you can do better effects on Photoshop, but that's because it's all practical. On here, you could simply click this. You could simply click this effects button, go to video effects, and look at all these sweet effects you can do. It just gives it to you. On Photoshop, you would have to or Adobe Animator. I used to use those all the time in high school, like for in my junior year and my sophomore year. I used to use them all the time in digital design and multimedia production class. But doing it practical is kind of ass, so you can use CapCut. So that's about it. But there is one thing I do use sometimes for my audio, which is FL Studio, which is also very useful. See ya.